Yo, what's good, campers? It's your boy Killer Beezy, and today we're here with a Blade review. Well, a Blade review pre-release, yeah, because this is before Blade has come out in Arena and whatnot. And I just want to cover it because I feel like Blade is currently overrated. I feel like there's a lot of hype around him because he's a new champion, not so much of what he could do. And I also just want to highlight to you guys that the Blade that we're going to be seeing in this video is the Master Mode Blade. And also I want you to bear in mind that this blade won't have deep wounds, but this blade does have a 40% increase in bleed ability. Yeah, so I want you to bear that in mind when you're watching it, because obviously when you know, if I end up getting Blade and I end up doing a more sort of a part 2 review on him from an offensive perspective, what I will do is obviously I will show you the difference with me having deep wounds. But just bear in mind that obviously, although Blade's not going to have deep wounds, Blade is going to have a node which buffs up his bleed abilities by 40%. Right, so with that being said, one of the key things about this Blade being duped is it's going to allow his healing ability to kick in. Now, there's a few things that I want to cover in this video, mostly be talking about his bleed, his power gain, and how his healing works. Now, first things first, so I'll leave this up on the screen for you guys to have a quick look and read the abilities yourself and whatnot, and I'm gonna go straight into talking about the character and then show you guys some gameplay. So what I want to talk about is, first of all, before I say anything, when I first heard Blade was coming, you know, I got a skill awakening gem, so I was a bit like, yo, I'm on this thing, man's gotta get Blade, don't know. But after seeing a few gameplay, I wasn't really too impressed, if I'm being honest. e.n.t then released his video of some more gameplay of showcasing kind of Blade's bleed abilities, and it more focused on the kind of loop between his L2 special and the fact that it can power gain and you can just kind of stack the bleed and whatnot. Now it looked okay, and at the time of seeing that video I was kind of like, okay, yeah, maybe it's not too bad. But after seeing several different videos regarding Blade and analysing his abilities, really, I'm not too keen on it anymore, and I'll give you the reasons why. So first of all, Blade has a sword in his hand. Yeah, every single base attack that Blade is using is him using his sword. Why is he not inflicting bleed upon his basic hits? That's one thing I don't understand. And especially if a big part of the selling point of this character is the fact that, you know, his bleed abilities, or yeah, you know, the impact that his bleed ability has on the champion that he's going up against. I don't know why he doesn't inflict bleed. It's almost like he can only inflict bleed damage on his specials or when he parries. So I'm not too keen on that. On top of that, I feel like there's nothing really apart from the regeneration, that it then means that it kind of renders Blade useless when he's going up against bleed immune champions. Do you see what I mean? And the reason why I mention that point is because I'm comparing a Blade to someone like Gwenpool, you know, someone like Black Panther, who I already have at rank 4, someone like Gwenpool, who I want as a rank 4. And you know, if you had the choice to, you know, go for some of these champions in 5-star, you're gonna take into consideration, well, look, Gwenpool's being released in the basic pool in November, yeah, which is a few weeks away. So do you spend 10k on crystals trying to go for Gwenpool in the basic crystal, or do you spend an extra 5k and try and go for Blade? Now, when you look at the fact that, you know, if Blade's up against a bleed immune champion, he's got nothing going for him apart from his regen. When in fact, when you look at someone like, and we're gonna show Gwenpool now. So if you just look at some of the bleed damage that Gwenpool causes, and bear in mind that this is solely from Gwenpool's basic hits, yeah, it doesn't require her to use a special 1 or special 2 to cause the opponent to bleed, and this in effect allows the bleed to constantly stack. Yeah, so we're gonna have a look at Blade now. So Blade is gonna be causing what's Blade gonna be? Blade's damage is gonna be causing well, we'll take a look when it pops up on the screen. But what also we're gonna be talking about also is Blade's regeneration. I'm not too keen on the fact that you have to sacrifice some of your power to regenerate, because I'm picturing in the scenario where you're in alliance war against quite a strong alliance war boss, right? And supposing you're up against like a juggernaut with MD's got you trapped in a corner and you're holding block to block, but you don't want to use up your special bar because you actually want to use your special against the enemy. You're then going to be healing by accident, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Supposing you've got half health, you're quite confident within your skill abilities to take down the boss, but because it's got you trapped in a corner, you've got no choice but to block. But then you're going to cause your regeneration to pop. I'm not too keen on that, because I feel like quite skilled players will be regenerating at times when they don't necessarily need to or want to, and I feel like, you know, sacrificing your power when a lot of his bleed abilities, or getting the most out of his bleed abilities, require him to spam his L2 special in order to get that power gain up to kind of getting able to use the L2 special again. I just feel like, you know, when you come across a node, maybe when your power gets drained every certain amount of seconds or whatnot, will Blade then have enough time to gather up that power bar to special 2 in the first place, to then obviously loop that special 2? It will require you to play quite aggressive in order to kind of get the benefits of Blade. So I'm not entirely convinced that Blade's bleed damage is going to be a lot better than, you know, people like Wolverine, people like Black Panther, people like Gwenpool, you know, people that inflict bleed just basically by fighting normally, just by, you know, normal combos. So yeah, I'm not too sure about that, but yeah, that's my thoughts on Blade anyway, man. If you guys leave your comments below based on what you have seen from this video and other videos on YouTube as well. Let me know what you guys think with regards to your thoughts on Blade, whether you think he's gonna be amazing, or whether you agree with some of the points that I've made and you think, well, actually, yeah, like, you know, Beezy has got a point. You know, inflicting bleed damage solely based on your special attacks when you've got scenarios in a game where you might not necessarily be able to use the special attacks, it kind of limits his abilities in certain fights, if I'm being honest. But yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts in the comments below, and that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.